That's what I do. It's Nura now would be the one who I'd get to add users to it normally, like, Yeah.
Yeah. To come to queries, yeah. So yeah, it is a VAT 101 report. I was onto the background, but you know what? It's not working for any of the QuickBooks. I've had to go back to this lady.
Okay.
So the report that should work for you. I'm surprised. Yeah, Copperfasten here. I'll just do that 101 here.
Yeah,
Is
that's
this
what I
one?
said the other day, that it should be the VAT 101 report, but nothing is showing up. So I've done a little bit of investigative work as well into this in the background as well. And I'm not sure if it's actually a case of it being perhaps where the VAT codes just aren't feeding into the 101 report.
You know, I checked a few other UK QuickBookses, and none of them are showing up.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay. So it's not just us.
No, it's not just you. So I've gone back to this lady, Joy Christie, who's in support there, and just said that to her. So I've checked a number of them, and they haven't come up yet. So I'm waiting on her response. Now I set up a UK QuickBooks here and just went through the UK codes, and none of them are showing up. So it's more likely something behind the scenes on them.
Okay.
So
That's a bit of a relief to know, I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised because I've used that report every now and again, not that much. We don't have that many of these people, and they just do the report themselves. But I was kind of surprised nothing was showing up there. So I did a bit of testing last night and put that query in a couple of days ago, and she came back with that. So anyway, I've put the monkey back with her, or the query back with her, and so I'll wait and see what happens. I don't think it should be too long. So we'll see what occurs there. So that's I'll email you directly on that one. But there's nothing wrong with your setting. Well, I haven't checked your setting, but there's nothing wrong with the settings on the other ones anyway. And let's get into your one there a second. Have a quick look at those. Active again. Fine. We'll just. Yeah, I was looking at this last. I just quick enough. This is probably. Yeah, that's your Irish rate there. So you still have the UK rates active, I noticed. You sell to the UK? Do you have like a UK operation? Sorry?
We would sell services to the UK, yeah.
But and are you charging their VAT rate 20%? Yeah.
That's a good question. I would expect it to be. I'd expect for there to be the VAT rate on it, but yeah.
Okay.
Like
anyway, just while we're here, if any of these VAT rates aren't. These rates here came with it, and these ones have been added in. All these edit ones.
Okay. So perhaps that we're not actually using the 20%, the 0%, the exempt.
Yeah, you might need to turn them off. There's two ways to do it. I'll just while I have you. This one might be easier to get your head around. Is when you're on the invoice, you click on VAT. You click on this manage rates up here, and it just deals with the ones that deals with the sales side of things.
Yeah.
Here, and the same on the purchase bill. If you just go into the purchase bill, click the VAT and manage rates. So the VAT 101, I've got my notes here for you. I'll wait for her to come back to me and I'll email you. If for some reason it's not showing right, I'm going to contact the support crowd. Now they're actually in India, and I'm going to outline it directly to them.
Yeah.
And they will come back. Now I'm not saying they'll come back straight away because I don't know what way it works over there with Christmas or anything. But they do come back and they allocate someone to it. So I'm just intrigued myself why it's not coming up for you guys. Now on the Ireland one, it's not on there yet. Just to answer that question, because I know you were mentioning that you just moved over to the Irish one. That is tempting, But the Irish one, they're still bedding in with the Irish tax system.
All
So
right. Okay. Okay.
I've only recently got the reverse charge item kind of brought up to go in there for them, and on the return of trade and details, that's working fine now, but 3 weeks ago it wasn't. So there's still a bit of bedding in going on there. So I'm not saying don't move over to it sometime. I'm just saying right now it won't answer all the queries. Like the visa isn't on there yet, or the interest step, but they said that at the start, and they're it's every month there's something being added. So that's what that's at.
Okay. Okay. And then just in relation to the reverse charge, like, I mean, we should have a reverse charge set up there for the UK one. Well, for now, anyways. I just want to.
For now, use the tax liability report. Is what I use there. To find your EU purchases or sales. Let's see now. I think that's this one here, the VAT liability report.
Yeah.
Actually, in the Irish version, it's called tax liability report. Oh yeah, it's called tax. So it's called VAT liability back there.
Yeah.
When I click it, it comes up as tax liability. So VAT on purchase is 0%. Steve. Now we clicked into this the last day. The EU.
No, do you remember the last day they were showing up under EU inactive?
They were, but they're still coming through here.
Okay.
So they might be inactive, but they're still making it to the report. So I'd leave them with it. They're still coming.
But sorry,
it's just that huge people can't use them. Yeah.
Yeah. See that one there, the QB archive. EC sales goods 0% inactive, just above that 464. Yeah. Yeah, because
and it's got 0 over there.
Yeah.
So, but once you're using those numbers, multiply them by your 21% or 23%. No, that one's in sterling actually. Yeah, okay. So multiply them by your 21 or 23%. That's the figure you need to add to your T1. So, and this isn't just you now. Everybody's had to do this for years. Okay.
So sorry now, I'm just going to take a little note here now because so if you just go back to the reports there. So for my VAT return for December, if we just adjust the date for November, December up above, I just want to be sure that I'm doing this correctly. It'll be the first VAT return I'm completing. God, this is so annoying that it's not right, isn't it?
What's that?
It's so annoying that it's not coming through correctly, isn't it?
It's a killer, and it's been doing it wrong for years. And it was just a matter, once you knew about it, you could do this approach. But if you didn't know about it, it was claiming the VAT twice on the T2 side of it. So people were underpaying the VAT. They thought this was a great program because the VAT bills went down,
So for the VAT return for December, so let's just say it's the 10th of January now. So for this, I go in and I pull this report, for the VAT return, and the EC sale goods 0% inactive.
Yeah, multiply that by 23%. You can export this to Excel.
Yeah.
Easier on yourself. Up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, multiply that by 23 and you get a figure there. Well, let me see now, November, December, sorry, by 21.
21%, sorry, there. Yeah.
And then you add that to your sales and your purchases. And then QuickBooks Archive, European Community Purchase, you multiply this probably by 21 as well. Something you bought anyway within the EU. And you add that to your T1 and T2 as well, marketing, yeah. So there's a nil effect on the VAT return, just that you're reporting it on the plus or minus. And then when you're doing your return of trade details, you'll have, there'll be a column there for EU and EU purchases and EU sales. So.
Yeah, okay, because what I was, hold on now. I'm just going back in here, my own side. Reports. I just go down to that. So then the VAT 100 report that I have,
Yeah.
like that should tie into those VAT numbers on the VAT 100 report should tie into what I calculate here, correct?
It will, but it won't have the reverse charge side of it.
The reverse charge, yeah, it just won't have the reverse charge. So, oh my God, this is, yeah, okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you'll get there as long as you can back up the figures you put on there. It will be fine.
Yeah.
But that's the thing to be aware of, you know. So yeah, there should be now. It does do that now on the Irish one. Okay, but only very recently. So, okay, let me just show you that you're on about the historical currencies. Right, to look that one up. So you want to report, I'd say, Brenda, though, that lists down all the historical currencies, isn't it?
Yeah, I do, because when it comes to audit, I will need to produce a listing for just the backup of why in my management accounts I have this rating for USD or for GBP or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it'll do a report. I don't think it will. We're looking in now, but the rates, where I guess the currencies is from Wall Street, the Wall Street Global Database, whatever that is, and so it gets it from a reliable on here, yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets it from the Wall Street, but where we look it up is I have to look this up. I'm in advance. I'm recording this anyway, so you'll have this soon enough. Manage currencies. Okay, so you see the word action there. I go to revalue. I'm in the dollar one here. Revalue currency.
Yeah.
Every day it updates this rate here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And if you go back to any date here, it'll show the change.
Okay. That's great.
What was used. But that's coming from a third-party source, so auditors shouldn't have any problem with that. Okay. You see it there, and that's if I.
Okay. Geez, that's
so
great. Okay.
Yeah, so that's that one there, and that one. And then the other one was, I just want to have a look again at the way you have that deferred income set up.
Yeah, I found a workaround there yesterday for my reporting because I needed it for my management accounts yesterday, really just to send out. But it's all Excel based, it's all pivot based, from the old desktop reports and stuff like that. So it's a bit time. Look, I guess it's more prone to errors as well, of course, when it's not extracted directly from the system. So.
But just can I ask you, those uninvoiced sales, are they down here then as a liability somewhere?
No, they're not, and they should be. They're up. They're up above with the with all of the. They're there. Yeah. The debtors. Yeah.
Yes, that's the debtor side of it. Is that then in the P&L? This is what I was going to just look at and see. So I was thinking about this.
This doesn't go to the P&L. This goes to the deferred income.
And where is that deferred income account?
Oh, sorry, it was deferred income you were asking about. Sorry, my apologies for that. It's down. Yeah, it is down. Down under liabilities, so it should be down.
I didn't have an opportunity to look for it, you think? So.
Oh, no, it's not there.
I might just click into one of them. They're uninvoiced sales. Andy Big Clear now. Let me just see.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I actually pull the TB and I complete my balance sheet from the TB rather than going into the balance sheet on QuickBooks. It's just the way that it's set up. It's easier.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, see that top one there? Yeah. Credit note there.
That one there, accrual deferred income.
Yeah.
You see that one's out. Okay, so that's a credit note, and that's book sales uninvoiced. 20. Okay, and I just want to make sure I have the debits and credits right in my head.
I know. when I joined there a good few months ago, I had to actually sit down and just write it all out, all the debits and credits, just to follow it through, just because yeah, I was.
Okay, so that's an accruals deferred income. Okay, so it's under accruals deferred income 2020. So that's your debit and credit. Let me just have a look at that thing again. Reports.
Actually, I think that's how I can actually solve my my invoiced and uninvoiced. Just allocate them to the different balance sheet GLs.
Yeah, it's a debit and a credit. So there is your, they're matching up there, I think, by the looks of things there. 2029. All right.
I'll be honest with you, Kevin, I'll have to complete a full reconciliation between the deferred income and,
Okay.
and all of these accounts, because it's yeah.
Yeah, there's something somewhere else. So there now, for instance, your uninvoiced US sales for 2020 at 2.09 million. And then down here in accruals, the 20, they're about 70,000 less. There it is, 2029. So now this is the difference. I'm not sure where the difference is. The difference, you want to make sure, I suppose, it didn't make its way into the profit and loss. You know, that's really it.
Well, yeah, what I do then is I extract a report from our sales system, okay?
Okay.
And that's reconciled, and then that I just post a journal from deferred income into sales.
Okay. Now that report you need, yeah, it to be a good control anyway, would be the one exactly to know what is uninvoiced, you know,
Yeah.
to have a listing. And certainly, no matter what way I worked it, I think this would definitely be the way to go. It does mean I wouldn't charge it and do it yet. It does mean with every contract you have, and you've thousands of the issue, is that we need to set up an estimate for them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then as it goes forward, as each invoice goes forward against that particular estimate, there's an uninvoiced amount. So we'll say that figure comes to 2 million. Okay, so there's 2 million uninvoiced. That should independently match up with your uninvoiced sales.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
That's that one. So I'm going to send you a separate kind of tutorial video on that. It'll only be about 2 minutes long for Fiona, or so it's a cross check. It'll independently do it. So like whatever other figures coming up to now from here forward, it's no harm to have a list of every contract against every customer and how much is yet to be invoiced compared to what is invoiced. And once a lot of this information is in QuickBooks, so if they've invoiced to date, we should be able to match it up with that estimate, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And the second thing I wanted to bring up, which was just on the customers and their VAT numbers. Now, it should be coming up on that VAT 101 report, okay?
Yes.
However, just as an additional, You see now we have their tax numbers here. So their tax numbers aren't in here on this. Well, this guy might be Irish
Okay,
anyway.
but he's a US customer. Okay, I think he's based
Oh
in
yeah,
the
okay.
yeah.
Well, a good place to put it, which will come up, is in this other area. Okay.
Okay,
If you put it in there,
yeah.
at the moment it's not independently, no matter what I did, bringing up this type of info. But I'll just pick one of the UK guys, or somewhere in Europe. Let me just here a second. This guy. I'll pick on some number on him. Is Euro.
Yeah, sure. GBP's there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Add Adox here. This guy. See it. Let's just see he's got his tax number. So he's got one there.
Yeah.
So I'll just copy that. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to put it into other. Okay, save that. And then in reports.
Well, isn't that terrible though that you can't actually pull a report from QuickBooks that'll show the VAT number? I mean,
Well, it should be in that VAT 101 though. It should. I know it's not showing up yet. That's not comforting to you this second, but it should actually be in there. That's what the answer I got was here. It says, go to the EU VAT number section under total value of supplies in pounds sterling. You'll see the net sales.
Yeah.
So I've already chased this lady down. So as soon as I get her answer, I'll forward this on to you anyway. And
but I should be able to pull like even okay, aside from the VAT 101 report, like from just even a customer mapping perspective, I should be able to pull a report from this system that'll show the name, address, VAT number, and bank details, and just do a VLOOKUP to other systems that we have for with the customer base. Do you know what I mean?
You should. Well, if you see here on this one here, customer contact list, I'll click on other. Let me just see the bank details down there.
I know, but other doesn't mean other.
No, it doesn't now.
Isn't tax number. Do you know what I mean? It's not the official, and that would mean that there would be a huge effort in going back over all of the customers, and we have thousands of customers. So oh God, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see what comes off the VAT 101 report.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's got the VAT 101 sorted, and
yeah.
and that, I mean, that's the answer to all that issue anyway, So
yeah.
Yeah, and that's it for the moment. So well, I've recorded the last one. I just had to race to Dublin and back.
No worries. No. I was going to ask you. So if you can actually share the other one with the three of us, and then you can just share this one with myself, okay? Because this is all steered. This is all my work. So there's no point in bombarding the other two with this, because it's all reflective of what I currently do. Like they wouldn't actually do any of that stuff. So so that would be great. You can just send this recording onto myself. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm going to just reassess the whole QuickBooks Online as well. I don't think it's suitable for us. I'll be honest with you, for going forward. We're growing at a very large and fast pace, so I think we need just something a little bit more. Well, I certainly, as a controller, need something that's just more report efficient. I'll be quite honest with you. So we'll see. But it might.
It's not giving you all you need, and
like the desktop was so much better.
Yeah, it always was. But the online is catching up. But I mean, there's a lot of gaps here in what you need. That's for sure. And right now, you can't live with that too much longer. Yeah.
So, but like, I mean, I've worked with QuickBooks, and I'd say 20 years ago. It was probably one of the first accounting systems that I worked with. So, It hasn't changed a lot, I'll be quite honest with you, from the desktop perspective since. And I guess I'm probably comparing it to the likes of SAP and all of the other systems that are out there, Sage and stuff as well, in my own mind, where I'm used to. I'm probably just more used to having a larger suite of reporting.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, let's get over this hurdle for now.
Yeah,
And
exactly. And
then
Kevin, I am sure I will be in touch with you in the new year again. Okay.
no problem. Well, I'll stick with this and get this one resolved, and
Yeah.
we'll go from there anyway. So
Yeah,
that's it.
absolutely.
Anyway, hopefully I'll have this lady back today. We'll see what's going on with this VAT 100, VAT
That's great.
101. Sorry.
That
Yeah.
is great, Kevin. That is absolutely great. Come here, have a great Christmas, and I'll speak to you very soon, I hope. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll have these emailed to you within 24 hours as well. To the three of you and to just you, the two
Yeah,
A and
yeah,
B. Yeah.
yeah. There's no point. I don't want them thinking that they have to listen to it. They have enough on their plate. So I'm just very conscious of their workload at the moment as well. So yeah.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
All right. Happy Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, Brenda. Thanks very much. Have a nice Christmas.
Bye. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
dear.